Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the science fiction thriller film, Spectral. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. In order to provide advice on a line of hyperspectral imaging goggles of his design that have been provided to troops in Moldova as part of the ongoing Moldovan War, DARPA researcher Dr. Mark Klein is sent there. He meets with General Orland and CIA operative Fran Madison at a U.S. military air base outside of Chisinau. He is shown film of a weird, translucent, humanoid ghost that kills almost instantaneously that was taken by the soldier's goggles. Before sending the information and video to his superiors, Orland seeks Klein's professional opinion despite being certain it is not meddling. In contrast, Madison thinks the people she has seen are insurgents using a sophisticated active camouflage technique, and she has been given orders by her superiors to collect a sample. Klein and Madison are sent into the field with a group of Delta Force operators who are looking for a Utah team who went missing the day before in order to get a better look at the anomalies and identify them. Klein attaches a huge version of the hyperspectral camera to one of the armored personnel carriers in order to get a better picture of the ghosts. When they arrive at the scene and learn that the whole Utah team has been slain, they are ambushed by the apparitions who, because they are immune to explosives and small arms fire, cause significant fatalities before the soldiers flee. The group seeks refuge in an abandoned factory after discovering two kids who have barricaded themselves inside after their cars are rendered useless by explosives. A barrier made of iron shavings prevents the apparitions from pursuing them. Before he was assassinated, the children's father reportedly spread the shavings to shield his offspring. After making touch with the air base, the survivors arrange a meeting place. The group can see the apparitions without using goggles after Klein transforms the hyperspectral camera into a sizable searchlight. He later provides the troops with IEDs that have been laced with iron shavings. With these new weaponry at their disposal, the crew departs towards the rendezvous location, which is about half a mile from the plant. The group is pursued by apparitions after leaving the factory. The apparitions are slowed but not killed by the iron bombs. At a sizable deserted plaza, the gang is greeted by reinforcements and an emergency helicopter evacuation. The apparitions attack them, though, and they barely manage to flee as the figures go on to destroy the tanks and murder the backup soldiers. They are redirected to a civilian bunker that is under the authority of the Ally Moldovan military after they learn through Orland that the apparitions have taken over the air base while they are in the air. According to Klein's theory, the apparitions are probably man-made and are made of Bose-Einstein condensate, which accounts for their capacity to penetrate walls, kill victims by freezing them to death, and be stopped by ceramic and iron shavings, thus their failure to enter tanks. He creates many improvised pulse weapons that can destroy the condensate while working through the night with Orland and the military engineers who are still alive. The following morning, the last few American soldiers are given their weapons and dispatched to a city center power plant since, in Klein's opinion, there is no other facility that can produce the condensate. Klein and Madison find a recently abandoned laboratory within the plant as the soldiers launch an assault from the roof. They arrive at the conclusion that scientists conducting weapons research for the prior regime were molecularly scanning people and utilizing cutting-edge 3D printing to recreate them as condensate. The brains and central nervous systems of the human test subjects were then removed and connected to a main machine that maintains the condensate copies, or apparitions, alive. Klein triggers a failsafe device, which deactivates the condensate apparitions before the apparitions defeat the soldiers in their conflict. He removes the human remains from the machine, believing that whatever degree of consciousness is still present is in misery, giving them peace at last. A Department of Defense extraction team is to be sent back to the plant with the Delta Force operators to disassemble the machinery and potentially use it for their own purposes. With the apparitions no longer present, the U.S. and allied Moldovan military work to continue taking control of the city from the insurgents. Klein bids General Orland and Madison farewell before boarding a plane for the trip back to Virginia. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.